I don't want to do anything. It's a chore just to breathe these days. My name is Naoya Iriyama, 25 years old. Due to a certain reason, I've been homeless for about 6 months now in a small park. I should probably find a place to live pretty soon, but whatever. Oh, she's here again today. Ever since the day that I started living in this park, she comes here every day by herself. Wonder if she goes to school. Oh no, if I pay too much attention to her and somebody sees me, they'll think I'm a creepy guy. I need to leave her alone. About 1 week passed since then, and the girl was still at the park every day. Day went by, it was almost a month. But then one day... Girl, is she crying? Are you okay? Is something wrong?
What? You're the man on the bench about that. It's just that no matter how hard I try, I don't understand my homework by myself.
So, you were always studying. Also, I didn't realize she noticed me. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, because I don't go to school, but what about you? Are you in the park every day, Mr...
Well, a lot happened. Oh, it's not anything suspicious. My name is Naoya.
Yuka, what do you mean a lot?
Actually... Perhaps because it had been a long time since I had a conversation with somebody, I started having a really serious conversation with a little girl who was still in elementary school. I used to run a small after-school tutoring business. Reviews were growing and had a lot of trust from my students as well. However, given the lack of young children, my business had a lot of difficulty. Not only did it go bankrupt, all I was left with was the debt from the loan that I took out when I started the business. I used all of my assets to pay back the loan. By the time I realized it, I had to become homeless. Sorry, maybe this is hard for you to understand. I hadn't had a conversation with anyone in so long. I spoke way too much.
That's okay. Thank you for talking to me about it. It must be hard to be an adult.
I guess so. If it's okay with you, I can help you study. I did used to run a tutoring business, so I'm pretty confident I can teach you.
Really? Are you good at the subject?
I was one of the teachers for the tutoring business, so I think I can do it.
Well then, can you teach me this part?
Yeah, this is how this one goes. From that day onwards, my interactions with Yuka began. Just past noon every single day, she would come to the park bench and I would help her with her homework. Before it gets dark out, she leaves.
So that's how that works. I was by myself. I definitely wouldn't have gotten that.
I'm really happy I can be helpful to you, Yuka.
You're so nice, mister. Thank you so much.
It's fine. Plus, I'm bored anyway, and this is pretty much all I can do. Before I knew it, helping Yuka with her homework started to become the highlight of my day.
I need to go home now. I'm gonna get yelled at by that person.
Well then, see you tomorrow!
Goodbye.
I wonder why Yuka doesn't go to school. The next day, even though it was the usual time of day, Yuka didn't show up. I wonder what happened. Maybe she caught a cold? I'm sure she'll come back feeling better tomorrow. Or so I thought. But in the end, Yuka didn't show herself for over a week. Maybe she started school? Yuka is doing her best. Today has to be the day that I get moving.
Oh, that must be him!
What is that? That's a group of 3 guys that don't seem fitting for the afternoon in a park. Is there an accident?
Hey, you over there. We need to talk to you.
What do you mean, me? No, I already returned all of my loans, and I haven't done anything to warrant...
Whatever. Just wait here. My name is Matsuzo, and you know, well, as you can see, I'm the chief of a gang.
They're from a gang?!
Listen, kid, can you lend me your face for a minute?
Wait a minute, please! I have no idea what this is about!
Like I said, will you lend me your face?
Yes, sir! I didn't know what was going on, but I was taken by the people from the gang through to the back of a very large mansion. And then I arrived at a particularly grand room in the house. What, Yuka?!
Princess, pardon me.
Mister, why are you at my house? And plus, Daddy, why are you with Mister?
Daddy?!
Yuka, are you that happy? I'm so glad that I brought him here.
So that gang leader is her dad?
Bastard, you've caused quite trouble.
Perhaps, did I do something wrong?
Are you still trying to act dumb? Yuka refuses to learn from anybody but you. She refuses to listen to what anybody else has to say.
What?
Daddy, stop it. You're scaring him.
I'm sorry, dear Yuka. Your daddy apologizes.
He's like night and day. I can't keep up. Can you please tell me what's going on here?
Oh, that's right.
As it turns out, Yuka's mother died due to illness about a year ago. After that, she stopped going to school, so they tried to get a homeschool teacher or other community schools, but because she wasn't able to get along with the other students or the teachers, she had isolated herself.
I heard a rumor that she was studying with some young man that I didn't know in the park, and I was just so worried about her.
Well, I'm sure you were.
That's why I forbid her from going to the park. She refuses to study with anyone besides you. Yuka's similar to her mother. She's stubborn, so I didn't know what to do anymore.
Yuka, did you have fun studying with me?
Unlike other people, when I'm with you, I don't get nervous. I wonder why.
Well, maybe for better or worse, we see eye to eye.
Please, I beg you, please become my daughter's homeschooling teacher. I heard that you're homeless. I will prepare a house for you. It's fine if only until she graduates from elementary school. Please, teach my daughter!
This is all so sudden. Regardless of circumstances, it's probably a bad idea to get involved with people like this. But if these people are willing to do that, that must mean that that's how much he loves Yuka. That's what it means. Okay, sir, if you're alright with me, I'll do it!
Really? Thank you!
Yay, that means I get to study with you again, mister. I'm so happy.
Thank you, Yuka!
Honey, you have plans for a dinner party tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going now. I'm gonna go get ready. So wait a little bit for me.
Okay, see you soon. Oh my, who are you? Why do you look so ragged?
Oh, I'm the homeschool teacher starting...
Homeschool teacher? Don't tell me for Yuka.
Yes, that's right! Wait a minute, are you Yuka's mother?
Yeah, so what? Anyways, we're going to be paying you money, so you better do your part.
Why do I feel like she's talking at me, and we're not having a conversation?
Yuka, you need to hurry up and go to school. Your daddy is busy, so don't make him spend time on you. Yes, ma'am. Ah, seriously, why do you mumble like this? Whatever, I'll leave the rest to you.
Oh, yes. Looks like she hated me instantly. Doesn't speak to Yuka like a mother. And this is how I was able to get out of being homeless, and I became the homeschool teacher for the gang leader's daughter. From the next day, I started looking after Yuka's studies. It was something that I realized. Her ability to focus, and if you don't stop her, she can study forever. Well then, why don't we finish here today?
What? But I want to study a little bit more.
But you've been sitting for 10 hours straight today. It's important to be able to take breaks as well, so why don't you talk to me sometimes? Yuka, you've been studying a lot. Do you have any big dreams for the future?
Dreams for the future? I actually want to become a doctor, especially because my mom died because she was sick.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not what I meant.
I know, it's okay. But that's why I decided I wanted to save people that became sick and are struggling. And I know that it's important to study for that, so I'm gonna do my best.
That's why she was studying that much in the park. This girl is amazing. Even though she must be struggling after losing her mom, she's staying positive and moving forward. Compared to that, what about me?
So, you have to help me a lot, teacher.
Yeah, alright, I'll also do my best.
Hey, why is the homeschool teacher wasting time?
We're not wasting time.
Yuka, looks like you have some energy again, so you're fine. You need to forget about that mom that you seem to love so much, because I'm your mother now.
That's too much! Even to this day, Yuka's working so hard!
Outsider, keep your mouth shut.
After becoming her homeschool teacher, there was one more thing I learned. And that was that the stepmother, Miss Sokomi, does not love Yuka. And that the gang leader didn't take any notice of that. I can imagine she doesn't show this side of her in front of him, and Yuka doesn't say anything for the sake of her father's happiness. Yuka, are you okay?
Yeah, I had my mommy, so I'm definitely going to become a doctor.
I'm gonna do my best to help you too.
Thank you.
What if I try to tell the chief about his wife's true nature, but what if our relationship falls apart? Or that he trusts her way more than me, since we only just met. If I cause a commotion and I want to get kicked out of the house, there wouldn't be anybody there to take Yuka's side. The only time that I can protect her is when I'm with her. I need to think of some good way to do that. Now that we had a goal together, the two of us created a schedule for the year, and we started running towards it together. Alright, today we're going to review from yesterday and then focus on math.
Yes, teacher, I'll do my best.
Ever since he came here, Yuka has so much energy. I'm happy about it. Yes, I'm happy too.
Yes, she is. I'm so happy.
And so, my days of helping Yuka study lasted for a few months. Even though we used to take Sundays off, we started studying even more on those days. Whew! Yuka's ability to focus really is amazing. My stamina can't even last that long.
You're the only one for me. I only got married for his money anyways.
What?
Don't worry about it. As long as I can kick Yuka out of the house, that old man is in the palm of my hand.
This is a phone call I definitely shouldn't be hearing. But the chief is out golfing today, and he's not here. I see. Today is Sunday, so she doesn't think that I'm here.
I'll make you the #1 escort as many times as you want.
Can't believe that she's spending all her money on an escort and hiding from the chief and Yuka. There's no way I can let her get away with this. I'll definitely have to expose her. Miss Sokomi's actions only continue to escalate from there.
Hey, Mr. Homeschool Teacher, about Yuka's path, I was thinking that a boarding school might be good for her. If we do that, then she won't cause trouble anymore to Mr. Matsuzo either.
That would be perfect for you, wouldn't it?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about talking to you about this. Yuka's also aiming for that same school, so please, don't worry.
Oh my, is that so? You should have said it sooner. I'm going to support her with everything I can. Oh!
Hold it in. I just need to hold it in for now. By the time I realized it, 1 year had passed since I met Yuka. Tomorrow's the day of the exam for the boarding school that was a feeder school to a medical university. Well then, that's the end of class for today. All that's left to do is sleep well and face the exam tomorrow well rested.
Mr. Naoya, thank you so much for everything until now. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have been able to study at all. And more than anything, because you were here, every day was fun and I was happy.
I should be the one thanking you, Yuka. You gave me a lot of courage.
I'm not gonna be afraid of failure, and I'm gonna take a leap of faith forward. I have one more demand now, too.
Another dream? What is it? And then...
Princess! Congratulations on getting in!
To my relief, Yuka succeeded in getting into the school. Today was the celebration party for that. Everybody in the gang was there, and it was a huge party.
Congratulations, Yuka! Your daddy! I'm so proud of you!
Come on, Daddy. Don't cry. Thanks for everything.
When you say that, it makes me cry even more! Boss!
Down, they really are good people.
Yuka, well done. And now that you got into your dream boarding school, you're not going to be coming home anymore. You can leave your dad to me. I'll manage everything for him.
Well then, Yuka's going to change into her dress.
Change into a dress? Well, whatever. This will be the last time anyways. Mr. Naoya, what dress?
Yuka, will you trust me?
Of course, I trust you more than anybody.
Well then, will you wait in your room for a little bit?
Okay.
Well then, everybody, please take a look at the screen in front of you. There's something that I would like for you to see.
Oh, what's this? A gift from the teacher?
Wow, you're not so bad after all. Hurry up and start.
Okay, well, have a look at this.
Come on. Drink up!
Ah, come on, don't hold back. You need to bring me the most expensive champagne. Hey, what is this? What are you doing?
I asked a professional detective and had them do an investigation. And I was able to confirm that you were using quite the amount of money into your favorite escort.
How dare you go behind my back and do that, Mr. Mazutsu? Are you going to let him get away with this?
Hey, youngin', what the hell is this about? Explain, right now!
That's right, honey. Take care of him.
I'm sorry on a celebration day like this. However, Miss Sokumi doesn't have any bit of love for you or Yuka. Please, understand!
How dare you embarrass me like this? You better be ready!
He's not listening. This is it!
Daddy, Mr. Naoya didn't do anything wrong.
Yuka!
Yuka, you were listening?
But Sokumi, she was always complimenting you to me!
That's her fake face, though. She told me so many times over and over again to forget about my old mommy, but that woman will never be my new mom.
Yuka!
What? I can't believe it! I'm sorry. I thought that it would be better for you, Yuka. That's why I rushed into getting married.
Hey, honey, what's more important to you, me or that little brat?
That's enough! Now that Yuka's going to live in a dorm, you won't be able to lay a hand on her! Better apologize for everything you did to Yuka until now!
Are you kidding me? Why should I apologize? I didn't do anything wrong.
Sokumi, now that I know what kind of person you truly are, we're going to go through my lawyer for the rest. I can only imagine you've used a lot of the company money as well.
Oh, but Matsuzo, if you leave me now, I still have to make the payment to my escort.
Shut up! You better not show your face in front of me ever again! Take her! And we're going to be taking down that escort bastard too!
I'm very sorry for destroying this celebration. I just thought that this would be the most effective way to protect Yuka.
Goodness, you're a ridiculous homeschool teacher. I'm grateful. However, you will need to pay for what you've done. You better come with me tomorrow, understand?
Yes! I think I took it too far. Maybe I'll be dropped to the bottom of the ocean. It's over! Next day, I was called out to the port, but actually not. It was a high-rise building in the middle of the city center. What is this? There are so many businesses that I've never heard of. Pardon me.
Come in. It's open.
What? Are you Mr. Matsuzo?
Obviously, this is who I am in public. I'm the CEO of a famous company.
You look way too different. Oh, and those are two of your men?
Are you talking about my secretaries? They're both brilliant employees. Anyway, about paying for what you've done, I want you to run one of my subsidiary businesses. On the surface, it's a very safe business, and I think the salary should be more than it. More than anything, I trust you, Naoya, so I want you to work with me.
You really believe in me. Thank you. A few years passed since then. In the end, I declined Mr. Matsuzo's offer, and I created a small tutoring business again. The offer was very attractive, but what I needed right now was to be able to stand up on my feet myself. That's what I decided, and I'm somehow getting by to this day. As for Sokomi and her escort, Mr. Matsuzo's gang went after them, and I heard that they're still running away from them even now.
Why the hell am I homeless? I can't believe this.
Mr. Matsuzo reluctantly accepted my answer. However, he did give me one condition. It should be soon. And that was to continue being Yuka's tutor.
Mr. Naoya, thanks for waiting.
That's okay. I just got here too. Look at you. You're a medical school student. Congratulations! Yuka grew bigger, and she finally made it to medical school. Today, we were going out to eat because she said she wanted me to take her somewhere to celebrate.
Mr. Naoya, you must be really busy. Thank you for meeting me.
I'm not your teacher anymore, so I don't think you need to call me Mr. Naoya anymore. Plus, you're a college student now too.
That's true, but it's kind of embarrassing.
That reminds me, I haven't given you a gift to congratulate your acceptance to medical school yet. What do you want?
There's actually something that I had decided.
Interesting. Sid, if it's something that I can grant, you can say anything.
Well then, I will say it. Naoya,
Yes?
will you please make me your wife?
I see. If I can grant it... Wait, what?!
My name is Wataru Nishikawa. I'm a senior in college. I'm currently in the middle of a job interview at a major restaurant chain company. To be honest, goes without saying that I'm the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life until now. Interesting. So, you grew up in a single-father household. Well, that must have been so hard for you. This person does not give me good vibes. My mother died when I was younger due to illness, so I was raised by my father. So tell me, why'd you go to this college? What? That's because I was going to study nutrition. Nutrition, huh? Yes, because I grew up in a single-father household, I was doing all the household chores and cooking. And that was when I discovered the joy of cooking, and I wanted to get a job related to food in the future. So that's why you chose this college, where you could learn nutrition? Yes. Nutrition's whatever, it doesn't matter. To be honest, this isn't the type of company that you can get into from graduating a third-rate college like this. Not only that, but growing up in a single-father household, you must have had a poor upbringing. What? No! That's not true at all! Whatever. Anyway, sorry, you're not getting the job. What? The interview is finished now. Please, show yourself out. Ah! After that, I continued my job search with interviews. But in the end, I wasn't able to find a full-time job by the time I graduated college. Because I wanted to work in the food and beverage industry, I applied to a number of cafes and restaurants, but I didn't get hired by any of them. I had no choice but to get a part-time job at a diner. There we go. This frozen meatloaf is going to be way more delicious if it's grilled like this. This is different from the manual. I'm just gonna do it. Well then, now that I'm done with my tasks on hand, I can go for my break.
Hey, Wataru. The customer that ordered the meatloaf earlier is asking for you. The one who cooked it, right?
What? Yes. Wait a minute, is it a complaint? Did I grill it too much? I'm sorry to keep you waiting, ma'am.
Are you the one that grilled that meatloaf?
Yes, I'm terribly sorry about that. I guess it was a bad idea that I adjusted the heat and the grilling time outside of the manual.
There's nothing to apologize for. It was really delicious.
What?
I'm actually a regular customer at this place, but it was way better than it usually is, so I was shocked.
What?
The grilling time is really specific, but it was perfectly seared and really brought out all the flavors. It was great! Did you change the way you cooked it or something?
About that, to be honest, I grilled it differently from the employee manual based on my own judgment.
And why is that?
Because I thought it would definitely be more delicious, and I thought that it would make the customer happy.
I see. I'm very moved. If you would you like to take an interview at our company?
What? Yes! Thank you very much! The woman gave me her business card, and so I decided to head to the company a couple of days later for an interview. Nice to meet you. My name is Wataru Nishikawa.
You know, you don't need to be so nervous. Relax, relax.
The type of people that we need at our company are a special type. They need to be able to break the rules at times and not stick too closely to the manual and be able to make decisions. Are you confident that you would be able to do that? Yes! In order to make the customer smile, I'm going to work extremely hard and honestly. Alright, well then, starting next week, can you start working for us? Yes! Your trainer will be Takamura here. She will be in charge.
I'm going to train you strictly, so you better strap up and get ready.
I look forward to working with you, Miss Takamura. That was how I got a job at this food service company. Food service company takes dishes that they developed and distributes them to chain restaurants, diners, and food halls. With that company, I was placed in the department that deals with the development of new products and became part of that production team.
Here, we're going to add 100 g of salt to the sample and mix it together.
Yes, just like this?
That's right. Well done, you're doing great.
Also, this woman who invited me to this job was named Yukiko Takamura. She was the ace of the development team and was also in charge of training me. Miss Takamura was strict at times and kind at times, and she taught me the ways of the job. During the lunch break, the national exam to become a registered dietitian only happens once a year, so next year, I definitely have to pass.
Great work today. Here, I'll give you this.
Thank you very much.
You seem very passionate, but what are you studying, Mr. Nishikawa?
I'm actually trying to get my certificate as a dietitian.
I see. That's amazing that you would use your break time at work to study. Well then, as your senior colleague, who already has a certificate, I'll teach you.
What? But I feel bad for you to use your break.
It's fine. It's for my cute junior colleague after all. Look, see? This question is definitely going to be on the exam, so you have to remember it.
Yes. She's so close. Sometimes, when Miss Takamura focuses too much, she's unable to see the situation right around her.
Come on, pay attention!
Yes, sorry. And so, 3 months passed ever since I started working with Miss Takamura like this. I was finally starting to get used to the work, when one day, the CEO called the both of us to his office. Actually, We've received a new request from a major restaurant chain group. They are already using our products, but this time, they've asked us to develop the frozen meatloaf for their new menu. I would like the two of you to be in charge of that project.
What? Are you sure you're okay with the two of us?
Please, I'm counting on you. The two of you are a good combo, and you have wonderful ideas.
Yes, sir. We will definitely make the project succeed, right, Mr. Nishikawa?
Yes, I'm going to do my best! So the two of us were placed in charge of an important project, and we immediately jumped into the development of this new product. Because it's a frozen product, the preservability of it will also be important.
We also need to be careful that when it's defrosted, that the particles don't fall apart.
I'm sure children will be eating it as well, so the nutrition will be important.
You're right. Has to be delicious, preservable, and good for your body.
This is looking pretty difficult. But then one day...
Are you tired, Mr. Nishikawa? I'm sorry to make you come work on your day off.
It's fine. Coming up on the deadline to turn in the first sample. And plus, they compensate for these days. So...
That's true, Mr. Nishikawa. I've worked with all kinds of people until now, but somehow I seem to fit the best with you. I feel like we think similarly.
Miss Takamura, I also felt the same way after being able to work underneath you for the last few months.
That makes me happy. You're always working so hard and you're always thinking about making the customers smile, right? I really respect that about you.
You're the same way, Miss Takamura.
That's true. We really are quite similar, aren't we?
Miss Takamura, there's actually something I've been hiding from you.
Sure. What is it?
Our client for this project is actually the company that I had my first job interview at.
What? Really? I didn't know that.
However, when I went to the interviewer said a lot of terrible things about the way that I was raised and the college that I went to. So if I'm being honest, I'm a little bit scared that if we get involved with that company, the same thing might happen again.
I didn't know that was the situation, and yet you were working so hard every single day on the project.
Miss Takamura?
Sorry I didn't know anything, and yet I was really relying on you for so much.
Not at all.
Let's work hard.
What?
Going to make them the best meatloaf ever and get back at them.
Yes, I'll do my best. And then...
Finally completed the test sample.
Yes, I think it looks great, and the burnt edges are perfect too.
Let's go get the CEO and taste it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get the CEO now. This is amazing. Such good quality that I wouldn't believe that it's frozen. This should be good.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm going to leave the product presentation to you, Mr. Nishikawa. Even though you're new here, you did a great job. But I didn't do much. It was mostly Miss Takamura.
That's not true. This is the result of our hard work together, isn't it? You don't need to be modest.
I'm sorry. So the day of the product presentation, Miss Takamura and I had arrived at the client company. Of course, we had brought the meatloaf that we were confident about. Wow! Sorry to keep you waiting. I got a little bit caught up over there. Wait a minute, I've seen you somewhere before. I previously had the pleasure of interviewing for your company. My name is Wataru Nishikawa. Nishikawa. Oh, wait a minute! That guy from the third-rate university?
Hey, what do you mean third-rate university? That's rude!
Oops! It was just a play on words, you know? I'm saying third-rate in a good way.
Doesn't make any sense.
Miss Takamura, I'm fine. His name was Mr. Waruri, and he was in charge of this project. We decided to get straight to the point and had him try the meatloaf that we had developed for his company. But then... This is disgusting! It's not edible! No way!
What are you saying is wrong with it?
Let's see. If I have to tell you, perhaps it's because someone from a third-rate university made it.
That has nothing to do with the flavor.
Please, tell us what's wrong with it more realistically, so that we can address it. Shut up! If I say it's not good, it's not good! Start over!
Are you okay? That must have been hard.
Yes, I'm fine. Let's work hard so that next time we can get it approved.
Yeah, you're right. Let's think positively about this.
When we got back to the company, we reported everything that happened to the CEO, and after buying all of the necessary ingredients, we decided to go into town to blow off some steam. Thank goodness that we were able to get another chance from the CEO.
Yeah, I was worried that he might take us off of the project. We're going to adjust it into an even better product. Next time, we'll definitely get approval.
Yes. After we finished shopping, and we were on our way back to the company, Yukiko stopped her feet in front of a shopping window in a clothing store.
Wow, what a fancy wedding dress. It's beautiful.
I think Miss Takamura's holding my hand without realizing.
What a dream. I hope someday I can wear this next to the person that I love. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I was holding your hand.
It's okay. Could there be a chance that Miss Takamura might... From there, we continued to take blow after blow, and even though we continued to adjust the meatloaf every single time that we would bring the new sample to Mr. Waruri... This is pointless! Start over!
No way, we have made so many adjustments so many times.
You can't make that decision when you haven't even tried it! Shut up! I don't have to eat it! I don't eat peasant food like this!
Peasant food? How can you say that?
I knew that a third-rate university would fail!
We didn't get it again.
I know. It was the same as last time. Didn't even try it.
This is definitely harassment. I can't forgive him.
Miss Takamura, I'm thinking about talking to the CEO and asking him to remove me from this project.
But... what? But why?
It's obvious that Mr. Waruri has it out for me, and that's why it's not going well. If I remove myself, then it's going to go well. That's why.
But no! You can't just throw away the work that you've done.
But because of me, you're getting dragged down.
You don't need to worry about me. And plus, we are partners, aren't we? Don't say something so sad. We're going to see this through all the way to the end, okay?
Yes, thank you very much. We got back to the company, we reported the results to the CEO. Why is it that the sample won't go through?
We didn't know the reason either why it keeps failing. Continue from the last time. He didn't even taste it. We've already brought it to him 3 times now.
Are you sure that you're grilling it properly? It's not cold when you serve it? We've been borrowing their kitchen facilities and presenting a product fresh off the grill. There's no problem with the grilling method either. It's taking this long to get approval. This is hard for me to say. I think I may need to think about changing the people in charge. Sir, this is only because of my lack of experience. If you're going to change anyone, please, just me!
Hey!
Miss Takamura?
Didn't I tell you not to throw away your work?
I'm sorry, but...
Sir, there's something that we would like for you to check for us.
What is that?
Please listen to this.
What is this? To my disbelief, Miss Takamura had actually been secretly recording our interactions with Mr. Waruri. When she pressed play on her phone, Waruri's terrible words towards me were endlessly playing. The moment the CEO heard it, you could see his face turning more and more pale. What on earth is this? Miss Takamura, were you recording your interaction with the client?
Yes, this is the first time we met the client. His attitude and words were so awful that I have been recording from their second meeting onwards. Terribly sorry for doing this behind your back.
However, you're right. This is awful.
The client continues to belittle Mr. Nishikawa for his upbringing and his education. However, he has nothing to say about the product itself, and ever since the second meeting, he hasn't even tried it with his mouth. And for the sake of the company, the 2 of us has been working really hard, and we thought that if we made good enough products, then maybe things might change, but...
Alright, I can't forgive this. I'm going to get a clear explanation for this. Sir, before you do that, we want you to try this sample project once again. It's amazing! It's become even better than the last time! Thank you very much. This is the result of us working on improvement after improvement. It would be a waste to give such an amazing product to this client. We would be able to sell it to plenty of other companies, both of you. Well done. As devastating as it was, we ended up having to redo it so many times. However, thanks to that, the level of the meatloaf had arrived to an unreachable point. For that reason...
That's right. You've gotten so much better. Well done.
This is all thanks to your precise instructions, Miss Takamura.
You're such a cute junior colleague, but I think my role as your trainer is over now.
Not at all. There are still a lot of things that I want you to teach me. The meatloaf that we developed was praised by a number of other companies. And now, we've had so many sales to the point where production can't even keep up. Not too long after that, Mr. Warui showed up at our office. Please! Please sell that meatloaf to our company as well!
We don't have any products to sell to a company that hires people like you.
Please don't say that! That's a product that you developed for our company! That meatloaf has an incredible cost performance, is high in nutritional value, and it's a wonderful product! Don't you remember saying that you don't need something like this? Nutrition doesn't matter? I apologize! I apologize for everything, so please, let me... Impossible, especially when the CEO himself has already told you. I do believe that there were other products that you were selling to you. At the end of next month, our contract will be finished, and we decided to take this opportunity to review that contract. We will not be re-signing a contract with you. No way!
That felt really good.
Thank you so much. I think I was able to get over all of the terrible things, as I was working hard next to you.
I should be the one to thank you. If I was alone, it probably wouldn't have ended well. I'm so glad that I invited you to this company.
Miss Takamura, are you okay?
I'm sorry. Now that we have a minute, I feel like everything that I have been holding and just broke.
Miss Takamura?
Mr. Nishikawa?
I should be the one thanking you for inviting me to join this company, taught me how to do my job, and no matter how many times I tried to give up, you always cheered me up. I was always saved by your presence, and also, I like you, and I was hoping that in my private life, you would also become my partner.
I'm so happy. I also like you too, Mr. Nishikawa.
Really? Yes! Just like that, after we had become the best partners at work, we also became the best partners in our personal lives. 1 month after that, we were putting our all into the development of another new product. Oh, shoot!
See? This is why you can't let your guard down. You're going to injure yourself.
I'm sorry, Yukiko. Not long after that, Mr. Warui was let go from his company. And that's because our CEO took the recordings that we had and let his CEO hear it to retaliate. On top of that, the meatloaf that Mr. Warui had rejected was selling so much with the other companies that it resulted in huge losses for their company. I heard he was relegated to someplace far away. And 1 year later...
Congratulations on passing your national certification as a registered attendant.
Thank you.
You've been studying so hard, Wataru.
It's all thanks to you helping me, Yukiko.
That's only because I wanted this person that I love to do well.
So, Yukiko...
Huh? What's the matter?
Will you please marry me?
What?
I'd always decided that I was going to propose to you in this diner, where we first met.
I guess tears fall even when you're happy. This is the first time I've learned that.
Yukiko, will you please give me your answer?
You know what it is without me saying it. I love you. Let's be together forever.
The meatloaf that gave me the best connection of my life. And Yukiko, who changed my life. I'm going to treasure her forever.
My name is Masato Ihara, 25 years old. Ever since I graduated from high school, I work at a recycle company called 3R that my family owns and operates. Today, I was doing some work at a company where we had a contract for collecting their junk. Phew! After I finish cleaning this up, next I have to head to that company. I've been working for 7 years after I graduated. I actually really like this job. I was at the major company Trade Dust in order to collect their junk, and it was at this moment... Wait, is that Shiori? I heard that she started working at a major trading company. I didn't expect it to be this place. This one was my classmate from high school, Shiori Michelle. My hand stopped moving. I followed her with my eyes. She'd grown up, but I could tell by her sophisticated face that it was her. While thinking, I flashed back to my high school days. Back in high school, she gave off a dignified impression, and her sophisticated face remained in my memory. We first met in freshman year of high school, but it was the first time that I had a crush on somebody. I had no idea how to interact with her, and that's why I wanted to have more opportunities to talk to her. That's why I was always competing against her with test scores. I think we both looked at each other as rivals when it came to exam scores. There was a time. Hey Shiori, let's compete against each other for the upcoming test again.
Sure. Are you okay with all 5 subjects again?
Of course. I'm finally going to win this time and then I can... As we competed against each other in exams, Shiori had become my rival. Of course I liked her, but before I knew it, I had become focused on the competition instead. As I reminisced on those days, I didn't think that I should get in the way of her work, so I completed my work and headed towards my next site. However...
Wait a minute, isn't that you, Masato?
What? Wait, Sagato? Today's a day that I'm seeing a lot of old faces. When I turned around, there was Sagato Raruta, another classmate from high school.
Can't believe you're working as a junk collector. Looks like you've really fallen down.
Not really. I actually choose this work because I wanted it.
Don't be a sore loser. What was it when you were trying to compete against Shiori for all those years?
It's none of your business. Sagato had always been like this ever since high school. And all kinds of things, he's always trying to take the upper hand.
Hey there, are you sure you could take that kind of attitude with me? These days, there are plenty of other junk collectors out there. Now, they have their eyes on me as the manager or director.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm just saying that it's your own sake that you just shut up and listen to me.
See ya. 1 week after that, I was back at the company where Shiori was working. I wonder if she's here today. I was slightly hoping that might pass by. But then...
Wait a minute. Is that you, Masato?
Hey Shiori, long time no see.
Long time no see. Wait, what? A worker uniform. Wait a minute. When they said that the junk collector was coming today, were they talking about you?
Yeah, we signed a contract with this company not too long ago. I've been here a few times.
I see. Looks like we all live in different worlds now.
What?
Back in high school, you were always working hard to win against me, but you didn't go to college. That's seriously disappointing. You and I are way too different now.
Different? What do you mean?
I'm gonna go now.
Was she just belittling me? But no, I don't think she was the type of person to say things like that. I'm sure there must be some reason behind it, but... I was bothered by her words, but I also had my work to do, so I got back to what I was doing and went back to my company. But then, one of the employees came running to me in a panic.
Mr. Yuhara, an emergency!
What's the matter?
I just got a phone call from a representative at Estelle that they were going to terminate their contract with us.
What? What do you mean?
They said that, back when you were in high school, you were stalking one of his classmates. They said that they can't work with a company that hires somebody like that.
Wait a minute, was that employee? I immediately knew in my feelings who made that phone call. As soon as I got back to the company, I immediately picked up the phone.
Yeah, this is Sagato Raruta, representative of Estelle.
Sagato, is it you? What's going on here?
Looks like you heard already, didn't you? You got carried away, that's what happens.
I heard from one of the employees. You say that I was a stalker? I never did anything like that. Stop spreading ridiculous rumors like that.
Please. You were actually stalking Shiori around back then. Every single time there was an exam, you would go and bother her. And to have a contract with a company that hires a guy like that is going to affect our reputation.
Sagato, you...
Well, good luck to you. Bye.
Mr. Yuhara?
I'm sorry. That was the only response I could give my employee. After that, I was cornered by having to deal with those claims. However, this incident really took a toll on me. I had a hard time stepping into my work from the next day. But then, it wasn't until 2 weeks later that those days were about to change. Yes. What? The caller on the other end of the line was from a major trading company, Tridus. Not only that, but the person on the phone was Shiori.
Masato, help me!
Shiori? What's the matter?
Actually, I made a mistake on the order of copy papers, and I accidentally ordered so many that they won't fit in the office. And then my manager said that I need to figure it out somehow, and so...
Oh, I totally thought it was something important.
To me, this is important! I didn't think I would make this kind of mistake.
Alright, I'll be right there. Just wait a bit for me. When I hung up the phone, I jumped into the truck and ran straight to her company. By that point, what she said to me was the last time I saw her, it completely flew out of my head. Can't believe that Shiori would cry. It's true that since we were in school, she was good at everything, but it must have been really devastating that she made a mistake. When I went to the junk collection site, standing there with her eyes swollen from crying was Shiori. However, the first thing that my eyes went to was the mountain of copy papers next to her. Shiori, wait, whoa!
Masato.
I heard about people mistaking the number of zeros, but these are copy papers.
Thank you so much for coming. I thought this was the end of me.
I understand the situation. You want me to do something about this, right?
Yeah.
Well, if it's just much, you can just share it with other companies. Luckily, I can still get around to some.
What?
You know, we are actually a recycle company. Well, most people don't understand when we explain it to them. That's why we just let them call us trunk collectors. Doesn't change the fact that we figure out a place for all this stuff to go. And well, it does become a lot cheaper than buying it new. My job is to buy it from companies and then sell it to other companies that need the same thing. As I explained it to her, I started to contact company after company, asked if they might need any copy papers. Luckily, most of the companies that I had contracts with replied that they would be happy to take the papers. Yes. Thank you very much. Well then, I'll be there later today. Thank you.
Masato.
When I finished the phone calls, I started stacking the copy papers into the trunk. When Shiori was watching me do that, she started helping me with carrying the papers. Oh, Shiori, you're going to get 30. You really shouldn't.
No, but it was my mistake. I would feel bad making you do it yourself.
Now that I think about it, it's the first time that we were doing something together. Even if we competed against each other as rivals, it might be the first time we were doing something together. We never did anything like this in high school. When we were finished packing up all the papers, I went to the truck to deliver all the papers along with collecting the rest of the junk from other companies. Well then, I'm going to get going. There are a few companies that I was already planning on going to, so I'll hand these to them while also collecting the recyclables.
Thank you so much, truly. I want to thank you properly, so will you give me your phone number?
What? Sure. I was startled by the sudden request. Back in high school, since we were able to see each other every single day, we had never exchanged contact. Well, that's what led us to being estranged, but... Here, that should be good. Well then, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, thank you again.
Shiori waved as she watched me head towards the company. I never could have expected her to act like that, and deep down inside, I was shocked. That day, I was a lot busier than usual. After I finished work, I was relaxing back at home when I got a phone call from Shiori.
Hello, do you have a minute right now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm glad. I want to thank you properly for today. Are you free this week?
Yeah, usually on Saturdays and Sundays I'm free. I don't have work on those days.
Well, it's decided. Which restaurant should we go to?
About that, would it be okay if it's a place that I want to go to?
Of course, that's fine, but where?
It's actually a restaurant that I really like. And so, the day of our plans...
What? This is a really high-end restaurant. I've seen it on TV before.
Yeah, I really like this place. So I come here about once a week.
Wait. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough.
Don't worry about that. Of course I'm going to pay.
What? But today I came because I wanted to thank you for the other day.
Just being able to eat with you is plenty of thanks to me. Come on, go inside. Well, Sir Ihara. Thank you very much for your reservation today. Oh, please. I know that you are fully reserved this weekend, but thank you for squeezing us in the last minute.
You know this person?
Of course, we are very grateful to have Sir Ihara here all the time.
What? All the time here? Masato, who on earth are you? Aren't you just a junk collector employee?
Sir Ihara is the CEO of the recycle company 3R?
What?
Sorry, that really wasn't a good time for me to introduce myself. I'm the representative from recycle company 3R, Sato Ihara.
Thank you.
Well, we shouldn't just stand and talk. Right this way. And so, we were shown to a window-side table where you could see the view outside. Perhaps the restaurant manager did that on purpose.
I would have never imagined that you were a CEO.
Well, it's not really something that I would bring up myself, so...
But why is the CEO going out and collecting junk like that himself?
That's true. I can see the misunderstanding. That's also part of my routine.
Routine?
That's right. It's important to remember what it's like on site. That's why sometimes I go out by myself to do the junk collecting. With some of the companies that we have contracts with, some of the CEOs know me, but I didn't know that.
No, you were CEO Masato.
And I started telling Shiori about my job, as well as what happened until now. But then, a certain customer walked into the restaurant, speaking in a loud voice.
And then, that's why I terminated contract with the junk collector, sir.
I see. Well, it's true. To have a person like that as our company junk collectors. But look, we are around other people, so keep your voice down.
I'm sorry. I'll be careful.
That would be Sagato, and maybe his manager at work? I wasn't expecting to run into him in a place like this.
Masato? What's the matter?
Oh my, I was wondering who that might be, but it's you, Masato and Shiori.
What? Sagatio Wawarda?
Are you reluctantly here at dinner because Masato was annoying you, Shiori? I remember he was stalking you ever since we were in high school. You should just leave a junk collection worker like this.
Sagato, when you were talking about a stalker, would it be this gentleman you were talking about?
That's right, sir. This is the evil contractor that I terminated the contract with the other day. He's been stalking her all this time, who was our classmate in high school.
This guy's still saying these things?
Stalking? What are you talking about?
Come on. Back in high school, Masato was always bothering you, talking about test scores and whatnot. Can't believe that he's still doing this when we're all adults now. I'm sure he only came here today because he threatened you, isn't it? Back in high school, maybe you didn't have anywhere you could run to, but nowadays, subcontractor like him can't do anything about it, so... Why don't you just leave that guy and then come with me?
What did you say?
Huh?
You tried to say that somebody's going to take Masato's place, didn't you? All you do is belittle him, but what do you know about him?
Because he's just a little employee of a junk collection company, right? I'm sure there's plenty of those around.
Don't you understand that we are able to live our lives thanks to workers like that? And yet you don't understand any of that. What did you even learn in high school and college? And plus, you keep saying that Masatoi was stalking me. But what are you using as a basis for that? All he was ever doing was competing against me with a test score. Not once did I ever think of it as bothersome.
Wait a minute. I just thought that you must be in trouble being stalked by this guy who didn't even go to college.
Mr. Raruta, it seems that this isn't what you told me. What on earth is going on?
This is just...
By the way, from what I remember, you're an employee at Austale, aren't you?
What about that?
Our company, Trade Dust. We have businesses with you as well, but I will be reporting this to my bosses because there's no way that we can do business with a company that has employees like you.
That will be a problem. Our biggest contract is with your company, Trade Dust. Without it, we wouldn't be alive. Please, if you can, please rethink this.
That's right. And plus, you and I are friends, right? Even back in high school, I was always helping you get away from that guy stalking you.
That's what you say, but all you were doing was bullying Masato. Sir, the story about this gentleman, the CEO of 3R, Masatai Hikari, stalking me was completely false because I, myself, was telling you that I was never a victim of anything like that.
Mr. Raruta, that's not what you told me at all. You reported to our company that Mr. Yahara was engaging in troublesome behavior, and that's why you canceled the contract. What on earth is going on?
Well, that's...
This is no time to be having dinner with you. It's going to be troublesome for the restaurant, too. I'm going to have you come back to the office, and you're going to tell me everything.
No way!
I'm terribly sorry for this disturbance. We will punish him accordingly. Handle this in a way that we hope you will be able to understand and accept. And when that happens, we will be in touch with you again.
Yes. I do hope that you give him the full weight of the punishment.
Sagato, you're coming with me.
Yes, sir.
The manager practically dragged Sagato out of the restaurant they left. Shiori, thank you.
Not at all. All I did was say the truth. And plus, I couldn't forgive him for speaking about my rival like that. And also, we came here today because I wanted to thank you for the other day. So, let's enjoy our dinner first.
Yeah, let's do that. From there, we were able to calm down and we enjoyed our meal. Of course, causing all of that commotion, I apologized to the restaurant and those around us. However, they all understood that we were the victims, and if anything, they looked at us with warm eyes.
Masato, once again, thank you so much for saving me this time. And also, I'm sorry. Not at all, don't worry about it.
I'm not working on site like that. I'm sure anybody would assume that I'm one of the employees, and I'm glad that we were able to not waste all that copy paper.
That's not what I mean. I was also thinking that I said something that looked down upon workers like that.
What?
I know the importance of labor workers like that. But it's just that when I saw you in a uniform doing that kind of work, I was shocked. Because I always thought that we were competing, but because we were on different grounds now, I thought that we wouldn't be able to compete against each other anymore.
Shiori. When she said that we live in different worlds now, that's what she meant. We're in college, we could still compete with exams. That works when we compete with ratings. Now we were in completely different industries. There's no grounds for us to compete against each other anymore.
I wanted to apologize for that today too. Even though you were working so seriously, based off of my own emotions, I said something that made it sound like I was belittling you. Although, this day, I do want to win against you.
You say you want to win, but... if anything, I feel like I was the one that was always losing.
That's not true at all. The 5 subjects, I could win at 3. The score difference was always barely higher. But the other 2 subjects, where I always lost, were a huge difference in score. So when it came to the overall sum of the scores, I was always losing. That's why I always wanted to win someday. But you continue to work hard, Masato. And that's why you were able to become the CEO. And now you've reached a point where I can't even reach you anymore. You're up in the clouds. And I started to think that maybe I'm not going to win against you anymore for the rest of my life. And while I thought that was amazing, I was also devastated because I always wanted to win against you.
I had no idea that's how much she thought about it. But I always thought that I was the one that was losing. That's because I didn't want to tell Shiori how I felt until I could win against her. Maybe Shiori also. Shiori, ever since we were in high school, I've always liked you.
Really?
Yeah. But it was my first crush, and I didn't know what to do about it. That's why I just wanted to talk to you, and I was always asking to compete against you. And then, I always thought that if I won against you, then I would ask you out.
Wait, does that mean...
I don't want to be parallel lines like this forever. Shiori, I like you. And I want you to be my girlfriend. I finally confessed my feelings to her. Shiori had a surprised look to her face.
I can't believe you felt the same way about me, Masato. I always told myself that I would tell you how I feel I could win against you. But I could never win, and I thought that I couldn't compete anymore. And I was so disappointed about that.
Does that mean that your answer is...
Of course, yes. Can't wait to be your girlfriend.
And so, Shiori and I became a couple. After that, Steven found out that he had falsely accused me and belittled me, and he was forced to resign from his company. Not only did he spread false rumors about me, CEO of a partner company, he also caused a lot of trouble with Shiori, part of their major business partner, and it almost resulted in that contract being terminated, though it was a given. If I wanted to, I could have sued him for slander, but because my reputation was already covered, I didn't do anything. Of course, if he were to ever try to do anything like that again, I won't hold back next time. And then...
Ugh, I'm so annoyed! Why are you so good at this, Masato?
No, you too, Shiori. Even though you just started playing, I can barely win against you. So you're really good at this.
That's because I've been secretly practicing so I can win.
Our relationship was going well. To this day, we compete about little things. That relationship was also comfortable. However, someday, I hope we're not competing anymore and that we get to be on the same team and do life together.
Hey, Masato, can we play one more time?
Yeah! You can play as many times as you want.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out our other episodes too. According to my calculations, you are about to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.